Bonjour mes étudiants 8th standard. I welcome you all for this new session. So far we have seen this leçon, la rentrée. We have finished the dialogue and translation, and also we have seen the dialogue based exercises. So I told you to skip this exercise number 1 and exercise number 2. So last class we saw exercise number 3 and exercise number 4, and we wrote this as an online test. Today we will be seeing exercise number 5. Okay, compléter avec l'adverbe de quantité. So this will be your task for today. So this is a program for today. So let's see that. Compléter avec l'adverbe de quantité. So before going there, we must know something about it. So let's learn something about it, and then we'll go there and solve it. Les adverbes de quantité, adverb of quantity. So if you have the book, you can take this page number 15. So what is adverb of quantity? First we must know that certain verbs which express quantity are followed by the without the article. These adverbs are used to describe an uncertain quantity or something that cannot be counted. So I will explain you once again. Certain adverbs which express the quantity are followed by de without the article. So this is what they say, de without the article. These adverbs are used to describe an uncertain quantity which cannot be explained. Okay, which cannot be explained in a liter or a gram or kg, or something that cannot be counted. Imagine you have a handful of rice. Can you count it? Each time when you take a handful of rice, no one will count it, right? So the same way, those things could be expressed in this. So what is that? First we can learn this. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So beaucoup de is the first quantity which you have to know. Beaucoup de means a lot, much, or many. Okay, for example, il achète beaucoup de chocolat. So when you go to a shop, you get a lot of chocolates. We don't know how many grams of chocolate or how many kg of chocolate you take. You just take a lot of chocolate, right? We don't want to count it. We are just directly saying I get a lot of chocolates. So in that case you can use beaucoup de. Second one is trop de. Trop de means too much, too many. So there is a lot of difference between beaucoup de and trop de. Beaucoup de means a lot. Trop de means too much. That is, trop de means more than what you want. For example, you eat 4 idlis every day in the morning, but today alone you ate 7. So that means that is very too much for your normal day. So we can use trop de at that time. Il prend trop de sucre. Imagine you have a cup of coffee. Instead of 1 spoon of sugar, you take 3 spoons. That is trop de. So that is one thing. And un peu de. Un peu de means a little of or few. Je veux un peu de sucre. In the same cup of coffee, if you take half a spoon of sugar, normally if you take one and a half spoon of sugar, and this time you take only half spoon of sugar, and you're diet conscious, that means you are going to use this. Je veux un peu de sucre dans ma café. Assez de, enough. So this is not too much or not too less. Enough means at a satisfied level. Assez de. Elle a assez de crayon. That means whatever is required for you, you have that. That is called assez de. Moins de, less or fewer. Moins de is nothing but less or fewer. Elle boit moins de coca que ma sœur. That means she drinks less of Coca-Cola than my sister. Mostly you can use this moins de and plus de when you compare to someone. Imagine you get a lot of marks than your friend, you can use plus de, and if you get less mark, you can use moins de. Okay, so likewise you can compare. When you want to compare, you can use moins de and plus de. So anyway, we'll go for the explanation. Moins de is less and fewer. Elle boit moins de coca que ma sœur. So which I already explained you now. Plus de, more. Plus de means same as trop de, but there they say too much or too many. Here they are saying more. I take more idlis, you can say. So there is not a much difference between trop de and plus de. They both are similar, but where do we use that different? That is the difference. Plus de, again, as I said, you can use to compare, but trop de, you're not going to use it for comparing. It is used to tell the quantity that you take, but this can be used to compare a person between you and him. Okay, so trop de, more. Il y a plus de livres que mon frère. So that means there are more number of books than my brother has. Okay. Tant de, so much. So much is again not it is little similar to trop de and beaucoup de. Where do we use that matters? Okay, so we will see it one by one. Tant de means so much. Il mange tant de biscuits. So normally if you take 4 biscuits in the evening, if you take more than that, you can say tant de. So much means double, we can say double. 8 biscuits instead of 4, you can use tant de. Combien de is how much or how many. Normally combien de is very simple. You use this while you ask a question. So whenever you ask a question, you can use combien de this virtue. So combien de. So you can take a note of this. And this adverb de quantité we are going to see in an exercise. So I will read once again this and then we will go to the exercise. Certain adverbs which express the quantity are followed by the without the article. These adverbs are used to describe an uncertain quantity or something that cannot be counted. Okay, so that is beaucoup de, a lot, trop de, too much, un peu de, a little, assez de, enough, moins de, less, plus de, more, tant de, so much, and combien de, how much or how many. So the rest of the things we are not going to see today. So only we are going to concentrate on exercise number 5. Okay. So now we will see with the examples. Complétez avec l'adverbe de quantité. So this will be your online test today. So listen properly. Dash cahier achetez-vous. So whenever it is a question, as I said, first one is combien de cahiers achetez-vous. If you have a pencil, just mark the answer combien de. Combien de cahiers achetez-vous? Second one, il y a dash élèves dans la classe. Il y a dash élèves dans la classe. Il y a beaucoup d'élèves dans la classe. You can say il y a beaucoup. There are too many students in the class. You can say that. Il y a beaucoup d'élèves dans la classe. Jérôme aime le gâteau. Il mange dash gâteau que Michel. So, what happens is Jérôme likes the cake. He eats. Normally, when someone likes the cake or love the cake, what they will take? They will take a lot of cake, right? The same times, what they are doing is they are comparing here. Gâteau que Michel. So what would be the answer? So as I said, when you compare something, you can say plus de. Il mange plus de gâteaux que Michel. If they are not comparing, you can say il mange trop de gâteaux. But whenever they compare, always it should be moins de or plus de. Since he likes it, that means he is going to take more. So, il mange plus de gâteaux que Michel. Next is, nous ne voulons pas de jambon. Il y a dash jambon dans le frigo. So that means there is, we don't want jambon. Il y a assez de jambon dans le frigo. That means if you have something, you don't want it, right? So you have enough of jambon on your fridge, and that's why you don't want it. So assez de will be the answer here. Nous ne voulons pas de jambon. Il y a assez de jambon dans le frigo. You can also say il y a plus de jambon dans le frigo, but normally, as I said, plus de we used to compare. Okay, so that's why I'm not using plus the here. Okay, so the answer is il y a assez de jambon dans le frigo. Claudine n'aime pas des légumes. Elle prend dash légumes. So normally, when you don't like vegetables, what you will do? Your mom is forcing to take you vegetables. For lunch, what you will do? You take less of vegetables, right? Claudine n'aime pas des légumes. Elle prend un peu de légumes. Elle prend un peu de légumes. So when you don't like something, you can take a little bit of that and you can refuse the other things. Il achète dash the livre que son copain. So que son copain, you can use comparative. You can use plus que or moins que. Okay, that means il achète moins de livres que son copain. Even if you put plus de livres que son copain, it is not wrong. You can also use plus de or moins de. Why I am using moins de is because he is comparing with his friend. Il achète moins de livres que son copain. So that's why I use moins de, because already plus de I have used it here. Aujourd'hui j'ai dash de travail. So two answers are possible here. Aujourd'hui j'ai beaucoup de travail is also correct. J'ai un peu de travail, it is also correct. Aujourd'hui j'ai beaucoup de travail or un peu de travail. So when I ask these questions in online test, choose your right answer, because I would be using beaucoup. I will not use the. So like that, I will have some alterations. You read the question and choose the right answer. J'ai dash devoir à faire, je suis fatigué. So for example, when you're seeing the devoir, when you're seeing the homework and you're getting tired, that means there is much of homework than you expected. That means j'ai trop de devoir à faire, je suis fatigué. That means normally if you do 2 homeworks per day, now it is 4 or 5. That is much more than what you expected. So this here you can use j'ai trop de devoir à faire, je suis fatigué. So that's how you can select. So once again, we'll check the answers. Combien de cahiers achetez-vous? Il y a beaucoup des élèves dans la classe. Jérôme aime le gâteau, il mange plus de gâteau que Michel. Nous ne voulons pas de jambon, il y a assez de jambon dans le frigo. Claudine n'aime pas des légumes, elle prend un peu de légumes. Il achète moins de livres que son copain. Aujourd'hui, j'ai beaucoup de travail or un peu de travail. J'ai trop de devoirs à faire, je suis fatigué. So now coming to the next exercise. So far we have seen exercise number 3, 4, 5 and 6 has been seen. Next, your homework for today is exercise number 7. Last year I taught you what is negative. So exercise number 7, you can do it on your own. And exercise number 10 also you can do it. So take these two exercises as homework. Next class we'll be seeing exercise number 8 and 9. Exercise number 7 is your homework and exercise number 10 is your homework. This is identifying the adjective and noun and adverbs and pointing it. The second thing is here is répondez négativement aux questions suivantes is tu manges du poisson. You have to reply. I am asking you, you eat some fish. For that you will say yes, I eat some fish, or no, I do not eat some fish. Now here they are asking negative. So no, je ne mange pas de poisson. So when you change into negative, that this du will become de. Okay. So vous aimez le théâtre? Non, je n'aime pas le théâtre. Ce sont des étudiants? Non, ce ne sont pas des étudiants. Elle travaille beaucoup? Non, elle ne travaille pas beaucoup. Est-ce que Mireille finit le devoir? Non, Mireille ne finit pas le devoir. So already I told the answers, you can just try it on your own. So exercise number 7 and exercise number 10, you take it up as a homework. So exercise number 10 also I'll give you an idea. Grand, indien, lundi, pays, long, quelque. Imagine you just take this. Long est un pays. India is a country. De diversité. Grande diversité. Un pays de grande diversité. La culture indienne est très riche. Il y a plus de 17 langues. So 17 languages are there in India. Regional. L'Hindi est la langue plus parlée. So Hindi is the most spoken language in India. Quelques grandes religions, Hindu, Buddhism, Jainism and Sikhism, ont leur origine de Inde. So already I gave you a hint how to point it out. First I am taking the adjectives and identifying where it will sit, and rest of the things we have finished. So next class we'll be seeing exercise number 8 and 9, and today's online test, as I said, exercise number 5. Concentrate on exercise number 5 and start writing your classwork. So by next class you should be ready with exercise number all the dialogues and translation and French and English, and start with exercise number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to stop until 7. Once I finish 8 and 9, you can continue 8, 9 and 10. So till exercise number 7 you must have completed your classwork. So that's it guys. Today we saw l'adverb de quantité. This is one of the important things. So you must know when to use and where to use. So mostly if you concentrate moins de and plus de, that is for comparison, and this is for question combien de, and other things you can choose according to the sentence. Un peu de, beaucoup de, you can choose according to the sentence. So that depends on how many times you read the question, and finally you will get the answer. So revise les adverbes de quantité and write this in your grammar section at the back of your classwork. Leave 30 pages and start writing this whole page in your grammar section. So from today we will be continuing the grammar. Merci mes étudiants. Bonne journée. I will meet you in the next class.